Dear sisters and also dear brothers, dear tribe, Farah speaking here from Portugal, Algesur, Portugal, where I live. For those who know me around the world, I wish to send you a very warm heart embrace, all the sisters and also brothers that I've met through ceremonies and rituals and initiations, in circles and journeys throughout the world. A very, very warm heart embrace. I'm sitting here below this beautiful full moon. This painting was created by an artist in Pisac, Sacred Valley, close to Cusco in Peru, one of the places in the world that I absolutely love. And let's say that it's also a place where my soul feels very much at home. Home base is in Algesur, Portugal since quite some years. And for the people who do not know me, I'm Belgian from origin. I've lived in many countries. I've walked many lives in this lifetime. Many lives in this lifetime. And I'm entering my 60th year of life. So I'll become 59 on 8/8. I'm a double lion. And I have very exciting news. And this exciting news the announcement comes on this amazing night, full moon night, blue full moon night, the moon in Sagittarius. And the announcement is that I'm going to create a podcast. And not just a podcast, but a podcast that is called Remembering Her Voice. It's a journey into feminine ancestral memory and wisdom. And it's something that I've been wanting to create for a long time because it's my life journey. The journey into feminine ancestral memory and wisdom is my life journey. That's why I'm here on Earth for. I wrote 3 books. The first book is called Wise Playful Woman. It's about becoming a true, authentic woman full of joy. And it's about where are we as women in this world, on vulnerability, on patterns, on values. When do we follow the path of our soul? When do we follow the path, our conditioned path? And the second part of that book, I give 7 keys to become a more truthful, authentic, joyful woman. So it's called Wise Playful Woman, not for nothing. And there are many interviews in there from sisters from Belgium and Holland that are still sisters who are deeply inside my heart. Also 2 men are interviewed in that book. And all my books are written in the period of menopause between 52 and now. I'm writing my 4th book now. My second book is a very powerful book. It's about remembering, liberating, and empowering feminine energy. And it is called The Temples of the Black Sun. And it rectificates the name of the Black Sun that has been really manipulated and used in a very negative way in history. And it's like reclaiming back the name of the Temples of the Black Sun. It's about 7 black sisters who were banished from Earth during the colonization and who have come back to Earth. They have come back to Earth. There are 7 mother black sisters. And they create, let's say they carry feminine ancestral memory. They've always been there, but they were far away from Earth and they came back to Earth with beautiful messages, very powerful messages for women, also for men. My 3rd book is a whole story and it's called El Camino Azul, the Blue Road. For those who don't know me, I have a long life in Latin America, many lives in Latin America. My 2 beautiful, amazing children were also born in Latin America, in Chile. And I have a very, very, very deep heart and soul connection with the Andes in Peru and Bolivia. So my third book, El Camino Azul, The Blue Road, is about a new road that we need to walk as human beings on Earth to create a new humanity and a new Earth. For ancient times and decades, we walked the red road with the inipis and the sun dances and the very strict, just strict and structured way of holding rituals and ceremonies. And I'm not only talking about myself, also about my beautiful partner, Eve, we feel it's time for a new road, the blue road. So this story is about a woman. It's actually a continuation of my second book, but you can also read it separately. It's about a woman, Anea. She came to me in a vision quest, who travels through the world herself with sisters and brothers to open portals, to open vortexes, to open gates, sun gates, solar gates, to really restore ancient wisdom. Yeah. So it's also about feminine ancestral memory, but not only about feminine ancestral memory, but it also includes a part for men coming home in a heart warrior and healing our inner child. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. You will love it when you read it. My fourth book, Shumana, Keeper of the Navels, which I am writing and which will hopefully be finished by October, is it's a continuation of the third book. But again, you don't need to read the third book to read the fourth book. It's about a beautiful young woman whose life mission is to open up the ancestral navels, which are in different places in the world. They're still there. And when she reactivates them. And when she reactivates all of them, a new network, a new mycelium, a healing mycelium will spread through the world and will bring a whole new humanity. That's what we're into. So my podcast, A Journey into Feminine Ancestral Memory and Wisdom, I can only create this podcast because it's a deep, deep, deep longing, and a deep longing for quite some time. And it's also the path that I've walked to ceremonies, rituals, initiations, healings, coachings that I've been working with women for more than 30 years. So this podcast is about listening what has been carried in women's bodies, dreams, in their silences, feminine ancestral memory, which is actually still warm, which has always lived and is still warm beneath the surface. So we'll have conversations, intimate conversations, and we will follow the thread of remembrance as it moves from voice to voice. It's like a candlelight passed from womb to womb, from heart to heart. About what is alive on this blue road. Let's say that it's a gathering place for those who have devoted their lives in liberating, remembering, and empowering feminine energy in many forms. So my idea is to interview healers, artists, maybe scholars, wisdom keepers, whose work feels like, let's say, a lantern that has a light and that lightens up ancient ancestral paths. So each conversation will be treated as a sacred work, a sacred place, like an altar, made of attention, honesty, breath, depth. We will speak of what was hidden, what was interrupted, and what is rebirthing and returning. So we make room for the feminine to be heard, to be listened to without apology. So what we're going to do, we're going to be layers. Lately, in a beautiful women's conclave in Belgium, we sat with 49 women of the lower countries, and we started remembering. With a couple of women, we sat down and we really started listening. And we felt that to listen, we need to go down inside the earth, down inside the fire, down inside the water. There's so much still to remember inside the earth, inside the fire, inside the water. So we need to root. I love this word conscious grounding, like rooting deep inside the earth. It's like our hands pressing into soil, breath moving towards the embers of the fire, towards our wombs, towards the center of our wombs, towards the depth of the earth, towards the feminine spirits of the waterfalls talking to us. So what does the earth wants to teach us? What does the water wants to teach us? What does the fire and the air wants to teach us? Giving us and bringing us courage to transform, to liberate, to empower ourselves. So with each conversation, the idea is to dive deeper. Past the polished stories into the raw, I love that word, raw, the truth of what our ancestors knew. It's like returning to ancient wisdom we have forgotten. But it has never been vanished. It has always been there because we never stopped listening. It felt that let's say it shaded away because we stopped listening at a certain moment. But actually, grandmothers and ancestors never stopped listening. And we need to start listening even deeper again. So I'm reaching out to storytellers, women who are storytellers, to artists, musicians who translate ancestral memory into rhythm, into image, into melody, into song, into poetry. I'm reaching out to healers and practitioners, coaches who read the body as something that's alive, that's embodied experience, where the wisdom is still inside. We inherited it. It's inside ourselves, inside our DNA, inside our heart, and inside our womb. I'm reaching out to women who still feel the remembrance of matriarchal cultures inside them. And that what echoes in myths and in their practices. I'm reaching out to ritual leaders, to midwives, to midwives and doulas and birth workers who stand at thresholds because they are alive, they're working with ancestral energy every day. So there's a lot to explore. I'm reaching out to women who have truly lived a life of authenticity, who have dived deep, who have dared to jump, who are courageous. I'm reaching out to the Baba Yagas. I'm reaching out to the Dark Feminine. Dark Feminine is one of the themes that we're going to explore. I have explored it already a lot in retreats. And I'll give more retreats on the Dark Feminine. Embracing the Dark Feminine is one of the themes to explore. Because we all come from the womb. We all come from this dark space. And that's where we return to. Our wombs are cosmic energy. They hold the field of infinite possibilities. We are going to explore ancestral healing. Ancestral healing, blessing what we can release and blessing what we can retrieve, what we can remember. We are going to dive into forgotten rituals and everyday devotions. rituals, initiations that open doors, that open portals, that open vortexes. Ancient rituals and new rituals. There are many new rituals. I'm really a keeper of ancient rituals, but also new rituals that wants to come to me. Like not only the ritual of the womb, but also the ritual of the yoni, the ritual of the anus. There are so many beautiful rituals to remember. The ritual of the inner fire, the feminine inner fire. We are going to explore the body as an archive. The sensation, the cycle, the women's cycle, the intuition that is still alive. It's a living record inside our cells and DNA and womb and heart. We are going to reclaim our intuition and our instincts. The quiet knowing, that what we may trust that lives inside ourselves. Let our instinct and intuition arise. We are going to explore the wisdom of the earth and the water and the fire. Listening to the land, listening to seasons. A beautiful dear friend of mine, I also interviewed her in my first book, Carol Verbeek. She lives here in Portugal also, she's Belgian. And I loved what she said during our vision quest. She said, I always listen to the land. And when I listen to the land, there the answers come. And I love that. It's like listening to the land, listening to the earth, listening to the trees again, listening to the herbs, to the seasons, to the wisdom of places, spaces. We are going to explore mother lineages, ancestral lineages, how memory travels through love. How beautiful is this? How memory travels through love. How memory travels through her stories. No longer history, her stories, exploring her stories of different women, wisdom keepers, midwives, doulas. So the invitation, this podcast is an invitation. It's to remember alongside me and all these women what is true, what we need to remember, how we need to liberate and empower ourselves. It's not about being perfect. It's about having this willingness to listen. It's about a willingness to remember, a willingness to liberate, a willingness to empower ourselves again. Beyond history. And we open the space with tenderness, with love, with gentleness, with depth, with truth, with laughter, with joy, of course, with joy. I mean, what will we do without joy? I've missed joy in my life. It's time to remember joy. That's why I'm creating this podcast, to remember joy also. So, if you ever have felt a voice inside you that seems older than your own and ancient, more ancient than your biological ancestors, and you wish to give voice to that, body to that, expression to that, here you are. Here you have a place in this tribe. So we're going to start remembering. May this journey be both grounding, joyful, luminous, a path we walk with bare feet and brave hearts. Yes, because this podcast, Remembering Her Voice, is also for brave hearts. And when we listen and we use all our senses, we smell, we taste, we see, we hear, we feel. May our voices rise together. Many braided as sweetgrass, and alive and joyful. Wow, so the journey has begun, dear women. 9 years ago, in my vision quest, I heard a voice telling me that I am a keeper of the temple of the earth. We created a temple of the earth. www.templeoftheearth.org is our website. You can find me there. You can reach out to me, verlefara@templeoftheearth.org. That's where you can reach out to me. There's also an Instagram, Temple of the Earth. Facebook, Verlefara, Temple of the Earth and Heart Traveling Warriors, because that's where we are. And that reminds me that we will also reach out to Heart Traveling Warriors, because they are the weavers of the web. They remember the mycelium of the earth, because that's what this remembering of the voice also wants to do, to create and co-create and activate or reactivate the mycelium of the earth that we need. We need this to come to new humanity, to new earth. So dear women, reach out if you feel the call for this invitation. And see you on the other side. I had a vision quest in April on the land here in Retombana in Alentejo in Portugal. And there I remembered another part of my soul. And it's exactly this what I'm remembering my own voice, remembering ancestral wisdom, remembering ancestral memory. And that's why I'm creating this podcast, this journey together. So there's more to come. Thank you for listening. And see and hear you soon. And we will spread the news by our website, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and on our Telegram group. We have a beautiful Telegram group, and I'll write the link down here, and you can join us. Welcome, beautiful sisters. See you soon on the other side.